How important is voter turnout in Iowa? It is everything. Jeff Kaufmann, chairman of the Republican Party here in Iowa, here to stop by and talk about the state of the race and how things are shaping up right now. Nice to see you, Jeff. A lot to go through with you. Record caucus turnout was 122,000 for the Republicans 4 years ago. You're saying 150,000 could participate? That would be a sizable jump. How do you see that?
Governor Bradstay has been doing this a lot longer than I have. Threw out that number of 150,000. I think that's reasonable. I think it could be more, could be a little less. I don't see a scenario where we don't go beyond that 122,000 watermark.
So you think it's a record turnout for sure, but how many beyond that is something
we don't have any models. I wished we did, because we'd know to be able to tell these 99 counties.
Did you see 122,000 showing up 4 years ago? Did you sense that enthusiasm?
Not like this, not this kind of intensity. When I talk about intensity, I'm talking about we're now getting about 100 phone calls an hour into RPI. I mean, that is beyond almost.
RPI
is? That's Republican Party of Iowa.
Okay.
To put that in perspective, we get about 5 or 6 an hour normally. This is beyond the pale, and it's been happening.
What are they asking? Where do I caucus, or what are they?
Everything. Where do I caucus? Giving their suggestions to the campaigns, wanting us to pass it on. A lot of Democrats and independents changing their vote to Republican. The Secretary of State's report last week indicated over 3,000 people have done that already. I think we're going to see a little bit of a surge that way.
You're saying independents and Democrats?
And Democrats. There was almost approaching 700 Democrats in a 3-week period from January 4th, January 24th, changed their voter registration to Republican.
What does that tell you?
It tells me that that some of the rhetoric that we're hearing out there, we're hearing some rhetoric from, obviously, from Donald Trump. We're hearing Rand Paul talk about getting the younger voter, which may be Democratic. So we are definitely seeing some signs that is reinforcing, I guess, some of the rhetoric.
100 phone calls an hour.
Yes.
And Democrats and independents shifting their party registration to Republicans. We're going to keep an eye on that, okay? Here's the other thing. You're deeply involved in this. Microsoft developed an app. Microsoft has developed technology for free. They're running it for Republicans and Democrats among the 1,700 precinct captains, right? All over Iowa. They have an app on their phone, okay? And here's how it works. The app here, Iowa 2014, if I were to hit it, it says, authorize, you enter your cell phone number, right? If I were authorized, it would allow me to then put the number of votes from that precinct according to candidate and then enter it. It says, sorry, it appears that you have entered an incorrect number. So if I were authorized, it would go through. It has never been done this way before. You've done 3 dry runs. What is your expectation for how this is going to work?
I tell you, this partnership with Microsoft, the Republicans and Democrats, allows me to sleep at night, quite frankly. We had a conversation with Microsoft folks. They have sent in some of their best engineers, world's best engineers, talked to a vice president, answers to the CEO. They're feeling confident. I'm cautiously optimistic that this is not only going to report things with more transparency, because you folks in the media are going to see this in near real time at the same time that we're seeing it. There's some internal checks, so if there's some cautionary situations, we are going to call those precincts. The other thing that I need to add that is sometimes kind of left aside, but it could be one of the most important reforms that we've implemented. Along with this, we are going to certify the results in 48 hours. In the past, you know, this thing drug on 4 years ago.
Romney and Santorum, right?
Absolutely.
But there's 2 things about 2012. It was not tabulated with the accuracy that you wanted.
Correct.
Or the rest of America wanted. In 2012, on Election Day, they had a software program that did not work for the Romney team the way they wanted it either. So this thing's going to work tonight. Are you assuring that?
I am putting my faith in Microsoft and Republicans and Democrats tonight.
Jeff, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Kaufmann, thank you for coming by, all right? Interesting information.
I'll say.
Really, thank you.
Good stuff.